And we're back here in Inside the Ropes, and we are joined by the man himself, the legend, the one and only, one of the brains of NXT.
What you're trying to say is that I'm still alive, right? Does that make me somewhat? You're just happy to see me now. I get to that age where you're just happy I'm still alive, right?
I am very happy you're still alive.
Right.
That's like the name of a comedy tour, Still Alive or something. But we are here in Blackpool again, 3 years running now.
Yes.
It's got to be cool for you now to look at 3 years where it's come. It's went from that first UK title tournament to now being NXT UK guys in the US on the shows. There's a Worlds Collide show at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Like, what are the kind of highlights for you so far that you kind of look at it and are proud of it?
All of it. Honestly, every bit of it, because every single day I'm going, how did we get here? How is this? How have we been? This is not on our side. I don't look at it from the NXT side. I look at it, how are we fortunate enough to have all these incredible, talented people that want to do this? Because we can't, it doesn't matter what we do, if we haven't got the people to do it with, we can't do it. And you go, I'm like, wow, great, they want to come on, or they want to be a part of this, or we can get that, are you interested in doing this? Yes. And then all of a sudden you've got this roster of unbelievable pros that can do just everything from top to bottom. We haven't even seen a glimpse of what most of them can do yet, because there's only so many people you can put on, and the ones you do see, you don't see what they've got. Whatever you see in his front pocket stuff at the moment, it's just what they need now. Every day they're all working on stuff. They've got 20 times more in the back pocket that they can pull out. That's what makes you really good at this. If you can pull something out when people aren't expecting it, or when they get a bit fed up with seeing you, and you change what you're doing, or change it, or just a style, either a style or just mannerisms. Every one of this talent here, it works on this. That they're full time. It's a lifestyle of being a pro. They're not playing at this. They're trained like professional athletes, and they think like a professional entertainer. So we've got. It's like the word proud isn't enough for what I am of. Because I don't think anything. I was just fortunate enough to be able to, given this opportunity to be a part of this, and I'm going. I'm just glad. I'm so happy. I'm fortunate. It's not about me being proud. I hope they're proud enough of me to let that they let me do this, because I couldn't ever imagine this would ever happen.
Well, I mean, even if you look back at the first year, you had that kind of little interaction on screen with Pete Dunne.
Yes.
And look where he's gone since. He was, match of the year at TakeOver in Chicago. Yeah. He was on the Survivor Series this year. Yeah. I mean, is that kind of like, that's almost like a look how far you can go from starting in Blackpool?
I think Pete is if ever you want to try and say live that dream, he's done it. People might, if you look, people might have thought that about me years ago, that he went from working on the fairground up the road there to being in America and whatever else. He's done it. It's so you only hear about that. Everybody in this generation has seen that is a possibility. That's a big difference than hearing about it. You've actually watched a young man. You may have been watching him in your local hall 4 years ago. I did. I came over here and saw him at Burton-on-Trent, and I watched him live. I'd seen him on film a lot, but I watched him. I went, he's special. And then he gets an opportunity, and it doesn't matter about the opportunity. That would have come some way, because if it wasn't, something would have happened for him. But then he gets an opportunity, and he shines, and then he shines, and then he shines. But it's not about. It doesn't matter what you get given. You've got to make the most of it. Some people are given that, and they don't jump in it with everything. Or they might jump in with 2 feet. He's jumped in, dove into it head first, and so have nearly everybody here. There's only so many people we can move, but he's like the progression of how quickly you can start with something and all of a sudden be on the main roster doing Survivor Series. If there's not a better story to tell. Up until a few years ago, it would have been just making it to that takeover. Him and Tyler making it to takeover. You would never have thought that would have happened in that. In fact, that was probably the quickest of anything. For the fanfare they got for that. And now Pete's a regular on them, not only NXT, but he's on live TV there. He's become, the most well-known sort of British wrestler of his generation. But he's on Survivor Series, and it's like must give a lot of, like me when I was a child, I was happy working at the Pleasure Beach. I never thought I'd get anywhere. Then I ended up working on World of Sport, and then I'm here. But it was like, and every time it was like, how did I get here? Well, if you're a young person now and you see him, you know, I can achieve that. If as long as I put the hard work in, I can do that, because there's that possibility, and now we have the structure where it can happen.